Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am V, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for checking out this video. This video is titled German Supermarkets Explained, Ultimate Guide to German Grocery Shopping. As someone who is very much in love with Deutschland's culture, traditions, I am super excited to be checking it out, and I hope you are happy to watch this reaction with me. While watching, please leave a comment for me. I have no idea if any of these things in this video are correct. So if you feel at any point that anyone is not correct, please feel free to let me know in the comment section, okay? Because I am learning. Okay, so let's get right into this video and find out the explanation of German supermarkets.
German grocery stores and supermarkets. Love it or hate it, but going to grocery stores is an integral part of our daily lives and has an effect on our quality of life, wallet and health. And while the average American only goes to the grocery stores 1.6 times per week, in Germany, it is up to 3 times per week on average, and in urban areas like the city of Düsseldorf where we live, many people go almost daily, mainly because of smaller refrigerator sizes and not using a car. In this video, we will give you an overview over the German supermarket landscape. Yes, we call them supermarkets, as well as to show you some of the weird stuff that you can get or that you will have to do while shopping. And believe me, there are some culture shocks here. Anyways, here we go. Types of German supermarkets. There are basically two big types of supermarkets in Germany. The full-range supermarkets Edeka and Rewe, and then there are discount supermarkets like Aldi, Lidl, Penny, Netto or Norma. Let's have a look at the full-range supermarkets first. Edeka is the largest supermarket chain in Germany, with its main competitor Rewe coming in second place. The shopping experience in either one is quite similar, and you will find almost all of your daily needed groceries in either one of them as well. They both focus on high quality products, fresh produce and a diverse selection. Unlike the discount chains, they aim for a more premium shopping experience, and the stores are generally nicely decorated, well maintained and offer a range of regional, organic and international foods. But don't get me wrong, they kind of offer a mix of premium quality and affordability, as they also each have low budget store brands. So if you are American, Edeka and Rewe might be most comparable to like a Kroger or Publix. However, it is actually the discount supermarket chains that dominate the German market because, oh yeah, we Germans love to save some money. The big ones are Lidl, Penny, Netto and of course Aldi, which is confusingly split into Aldi North and Aldi South. Here in Düsseldorf we are kinda more northern, but we have Aldi South, so yeah. The shopping experience in each discounter I would describe as fairly similar to each other, but noticeably different than in the full-range markets. Like the name suggests, they aim for low prices and efficiency. The interior is a bit more bare bones, less decorated, sometimes a bit tighter and not quite.
At this point, I must give it up for the interior of these supermarkets. Oh my god, they are so beautifully decorated. Like, I don't know if I should call it decorated now, but they are so beautiful. Like, the inside is so beautiful, and how they arranged the baskets, everything is well so neatly arranged and organized on the shelf. This is beautiful. I give it up for German supermarkets.
Is well maintained. Produce can be hit or miss, but that kinda depends on each individual store. Most of the times the quality is good, as it is restocked on a daily basis. It is just that, for example, if something is rotting away, they would usually deal with it quicker in an Edeka than they would in the average Netto. Aldi and Lidl, yeah, not little, are the largest and most popular chains, even making their way firmly into the American market. However, the product range in Germany is very different from what you might be used to in the US, and oh boy, was I shocked by the US pricing. It is much cheaper here. Penny and Netto are also everywhere in Germany, and each one of these discounters offers their own store brand of products at these desirable discount prices. Okay,
Yeah.
this covers most of the usual grocery stores. However, there are a bunch of more niche ones. In Germany, we actually do not have proper hypermarkets at the scale of a Costco or Walmart superstore. There is a chain called Metro which sells larger quantity packs, but this store is only for business owners, so most people.
One thing I would like to be clarified on is if in German supermarkets it's only groceries, like an entire building is just meant for groceries and just groceries. Then if you want things like appliances, there's also a market for that. I would like to get clarified on that in the comment section, because over here in my country, Nigeria, if you go to a shopping mall, let's say a popular one in Nigeria or in River State where I reside is ShopRite. If you go to ShopRite now, like, you literally see everything you're looking for. They have different segments inside the ShopRite. They have like, it's a place for home appliances. They have a place for groceries. They have a place for, like, just name it, anything you're looking for. They are all in one building. So I remember reacting to a video like this, and somebody told, like, I saw a liquor store, like, if in the form of a supermarket, but what they sell basically in that place is liquor. So I'd like to know if there are other stores around in Germany that sells, home appliances, or if I go to Aldi, I can get a home appliance from there. Let me know in the comments.
Will never set foot in one. More importantly, there is Kuafland, which is also quite popular. Kuafland has a massive selection of groceries, but it is also partly a department store, offering household goods, electronics, clothing, etc.
Oh,
They advertise with weekly
yeah.
deals for food and also non-food products.
Yeah, this is what we have. We also have supermarkets. Major supermarkets in Nigeria are set this way.
The shops are often big and outside of pedestrian zones, making it best for larger shopping trips by car. And there are food stalls and even restaurants after the checkout, like you can potentially
Wow.
buy a doner kebab. Kaufland probably feels the most like an American Walmart. However, packaging sizes are smaller than in America, and they are the same size and price as they are in the other German markets. There is, or was, another chain called Real. Yeah, for real. But since they sold most of their locations to other chains, they are not keeping it that real anymore. But oh, and some Edekas have gotten so big and include more non-food items that they might also fall into this category. Organic stores like Alnatura and Dents Biomarkt are becoming increasingly more popular and aim to specialize in natural, sustainable and eco-friendly products. They cater to health-conscious consumers who prefer organic goods and have a bigger wallet, because these stores are noticeably more expensive than the non-organic ones. In Germany, these stores are also much smaller and far fewer than the popular ones. I assume mainly because, like we mentioned in the intro, Germans love to save the money. While most supermarkets have small international sections, proper international stores are making their way into Germany. In our city, we have a plethora of Asian supermarkets like the Go Asia chain, but also independent ones. Furthermore, there are Indian, African, Middle Eastern supermarkets and more. Those feature a lot of imported goods and are a bit more expensive for logistical.
I just saw an African supermarket now, Ghana House. Well, for those of you that don't know, I am African, okay, and I am from West Africa. Ghana is in West Africa, so nice to have you watching from West Africa.
Reasons, but if you miss some proper foreign flavor, these are your go-tos. And if you think Germans are silly for selling rice in 500-gram packs, they got you covered as well. A Getränkemarkt is a designated store to just buy drinks, from water, soda and syrups to beer and all sorts of alcohol, all in one spot.
Wow.
They too are often outside the city centers and have small parking lots to directly grab your cases of drinks and bring it to your car due to the weight, so not that common for pedestrian shoppers. Germans love their two big drugstore chains, DM and Rossmann. Both of them offer a variety of your toiletry goods, personal care, health and household items like cleaning goods, etc. This is where women go to buy makeup and where guys go to buy hair gel. And where everybody goes to buy their toothpaste and their toilet paper. There are also supplements and over-the-counter medication here, but no medical subscriptions. It is kind of like a CVS, but without the built-in pharmacy. Oh yeah, for the real medical stuff, you actually have to go to a real pharmacy called a Apotheke, and those are everywhere in Germany as well. But DM and Rossmann are known for their convenience and value for money. These stores are just super known and everywhere. Last but not least, I would like to mention that most stores in Germany are fully closed on Sundays. However, there are some smaller convenience stores that might be open, like kiosks or Spätis, as they call them in Berlin. They usually have a limited selection of drinks and snacks and are way more expensive than a proper supermarket. The big brands even started to implement some of them, like a Rewe to go, which sells you the same Rewe items, just quicker, more convenient and at a higher price. Planning your shopping, most Germans avoid going to these, but in case of impending hangriness of your partner on a Sunday afternoon, they might just save your butt. Of course, in Germany, it ultimately comes down to whichever supermarket is closest and most convenient to your home, your work or your gym routine. Which is when you will experience the real German culture or culture shock while grocery shopping.
German supermarket culture. As someone who grew up in the US, there were a few cultural differences to grocery shopping in Germany. First things first, you'll need a coin to use a shopping cart. While this is becoming more common in the US with German supermarket brands like Aldi and Lidl making their way across the nation, it is something that a lot of supermarkets in the US do not have. Land of the free shopping carts roaming the parking lots. Whee! Next, you'll need to bring back your fund, which are empty bottles that you return to a machine like this to receive your deposit back. Fund translates to...
I would say German system is really amazing. Like with things like this, making you return your bottles and having your money back. It helps clean. It helps with sanitation. Okay, so you don't have empty bottles lying around. Do they also have like a system like this for nylon or other waste products like this? Let me know in the comment section.
deposit, and the bottles will usually indicate with a symbol like this, or sometimes it's just written out there. You must insert the bottle bottom first, or the machine will not accept your fund. Always try twice or thrice. It's a fun game. But then again, the store might not even take this brand of bottle anyways, so you pack back up the rejected bottles and collect your fun bond ticket to receive your money back at the checkout. Now we're ready to continue the grocery shopping experience. A few things to note are that eggs are not refrigerated, which is normal in most countries around the world. There are even non-refrigerated hard-boiled eggs that are dyed different colors. It's not just for Easter.
I don't understand.
So when you see color...
Is that an egg? It's so big. I've not seen an egg, that big before.
packaged eggs in...
Or is it that the egg is inside another is it that the egg is inside another case?
Germany, they are already hard-boiled. And eggs are often in packs of 10 or 6, not a dozen. Also, some of the milk is not refrigerated, from cow milk to plant-based milk like drinks. Yes, there are some refrigerated milk, but a lot of them are not and just in these cartons hanging out. Another thing is you'll sometimes have to weigh your veggies yourself. Some fruits and vegetables already come packaged, but the loose ones you'll have to weigh yourself to scan the sticker at the checkout. And as you walk further into the supermarket, you might be smacked in the face with the smell of freshly made bread. Buttery bread rolls, or a dude who hasn't showered in a week. But you move towards the smell to the glorious supermarket bakers. It's quite a beautiful sight. Sometimes there are even full loaves that you can buy and slice using this bread slicing machine. You can even determine the thickness. When I first visited Germany, it was the coolest thing. And after living here for a few years, it's still pretty awesome. Each supermarket across Germany has a lot of similar stuff, but there are also a lot of regional food as well. When we lived in the Göttingen area, some of the regional meats and sausages from nearby states, I really missed that. They were so good. In the Dusseldorf, Cologne area, the supermarkets often have a lot of the local beers. Oh yeah, and you can buy alcohol in supermarkets in Germany. I'm talking about wine, beer, and liquor. Sometimes an entire keg if you wish. There are mini bottles and individual beer ready to enjoy on your walk out.
A nice Fußpilz on your way home from work. Lol.
Speaking of bottles, in Germany, the drink sections are often stocked on pallets or in packages still. It is very, very normal to grab a single bottle if you want to buy one. This is still very weird for me, since in the US it's a big no-no. You can't just grab an individual bottle. It's normal here in Germany. This is mostly for drink bottles. Things like yogurt, you can't just break one off. I saw a lady at the supermarket trying this with Jell-O. She held up the line for like an extra 3 minutes while the cashier explained,
Drinks? Yes. Jello? Oh, no. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit confusing.
And before even moving to the dreaded checkout process, I want to mention that you'll probably end up buying more than Brot und Bier. Depending on the supermarket chain you go to, they have their own brand of products. The chain Edeka has a brand called Gut und Günstig, which translates to like good and cheap. The Rewe chain has Ja brand, which means yes. Kuafland has its Kuafland brand. These supermarket brands are often cheaper than the named brands and sometimes even produced in the same factories. Okay, it's time. The dreadful German checkout situation. The line will get a bit messy during peak grocery shopping hours in a German supermarket. If the line gets too long, you will most likely hear someone yell,
Hallo, können Sie noch eine Kasse aufmachen?
and then the rush begins.
For one chance! Just one chance!
You will hear the horrible sound of
Liebe Kunden, wir öffnen Kasse 2 für Sie.
You will blink, and in that instance, you will see an alte Frau shoving her shopping cart into your heels, while another guy shoulder checks her to the next line. It's a time where no words are spoken, but once a new cash register opens, everyone has the same goal of physically putting themselves in front of everyone else despite the previous line formed.
As a German, it is always stressful for me as well. People rarely speak to each other, but they just rush to get in front of one another.
Yeah, so once you get to the cash register conveyor belt, the fight is not over. You better place that divider if it hasn't already been placed down, and quickly put your groceries on the belt before the person behind you starts loading up their stuff. Some people might think I'm exaggerating, but this is literally what happened just last week. I saw two people who were clearly tourists not putting their stuff down fast enough, and the person behind them started loading their things on, forcing the tourists to start sticking their groceries in a giant pile. I genuinely still don't get this mentalität, but when you live here, you gotta go with this culture. And don't forget to
Exactly. They say when you get to when you are in Rome, you behave like Romans.
put the divider down. In Deutschland, you must place the divider to separate your groceries from the next person. In the US, oftentimes we just leave a gap instead of touching the gross divider.
Exactly.
But in Germany, if you don't put the divider down, the next person probably will, or you'll have to pay for their stuff. Not really, but I do put the divider down every time now. It helps the cashier to just fly through each customer as fast as they can. So it's time. You finally get to the cashier. The spotlight is on you. You have two main goals here. Number one, to pack your groceries in your bag as fast as humanly possible. Yes, you have to bag your own groceries. And yes, you have to bring your own bags or buy bags, or if you live in a city, you have to have one of these portable shopping trolleys. And goal number two is to show just how good your German language skills have gotten. While you're loading up your groceries as fast as you can, you greet the cashier with your best "Hallo." You say that flawlessly enough for the cashier to continue speaking German with you, asking you the question.
Haben Sie eine Payback-Karte?
And at this point, you have two options. You can respond in a full sentence or one word. You choose to show off your A2 language level with a full sentence. Nee, habe ich nicht. And boom, level 2 cleared. Now as they finish scanning the last of your groceries and you finish bagging the final items, the end of the exam is here. The cashier will ask you,
Bezahlen Sie mit Bar oder Karte?
this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is your time to shine. You hold your phone, cheersing the line of customers behind you, and respond, mit Karte bitte. The crowd goes wild. You nod your head, grab your groceries, leave your receipt, and walk out into the rain, knowing you just successfully mastered the German supermarket experience. Yeah, or you just use the self-checkout and avoid this entire experience altogether.
Oh, what a strategy to make their own money. Like, the company, has its own products inside its own company, and with sense, because of sense, they reduced the price so that people could actually purchase their products. It is actually so amazing to know that, German shopping in Germany is stress-free. You can either you calculate your things at the counter, or there is a self-checkout service. That is amazing. Like in my country, Nigeria, I'm not trying to compare now, but I'm just, kind of checking out the similarities. So in my country, Nigeria, for instance, one difference with checking out is that the cashier at the counter, the cashier at the counter gets to calculate your stuff. They'll still ask you if you're paying with cash or card. Then they pack your things inside a bag for you. Most of the times these bags are customized, customized with the supermarket's name. Okay, they pack your things for you. The only thing you get to do now is to lift and go. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my reaction. I so much had fun watching, and I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel for videos like this, guys. Check through my channel. I have amazing videos that you'd love, and when you're done, subscribe. Let's see you right in my next video. Bye.